Currently, there are two types of people in the world. First one which ask question to AI, and the second one which actually give AI some work while they are walking, jogging or having lunch. Both are using the same tool. The only difference is how they are actually using it. After this video, you will turn into the second one. The tool that I'm talking about is Claude Cowork. I'll tell you exactly how you can use it, all the things it has, all the feature it comes with, and how exactly you can use each feature. I'll also give you real life examples of me and my team how they are using it daily. Cowork is like a paid intern for me, which only charges 2,000 rupees per month. It handles all the time consuming and repetitive tasks for me. It doesn't complain, doesn't forget, and it survives at $20 per month ka price point. I've been using Claude for more than a year now, but since Claude Cowork has launched, everything has changed. I use my phone to directly give tasks to Claude. If I forget something which is on my desktop and I'm out there in the gym or I'm out there on a date, I just text Claude on my phone and it does the work for me. In this video, we'll be talking about 5 features which most of the people don't even know about, and it is not going to be organizing your download folder. You'll learn how your phone becomes a remote control for your desktop, how Claude works on 6 different things simultaneously, and how Claude opens apps without any integration directly with Claude and does the work for you. So watch this video till the end, and if you have not already watched the Claude video that I made on my channel, do check it out. It has over 2 lakh views right now, and I've explained all the things around Claude which you need in your day-to-day life. We got a lot of requests to make videos around Cowork and Claude Code, and that's why we are making the Cowork video first, and then we'll make a Claude Code video too. Click on the like button and do let me know which feature do you use the most for Claude. And without any further ado, let's start the video. Before I show you what Cowork can do, let me first tell you what Cowork actually is. Most of the people think it's a better chat window and does some work for you. It's like buying a luxury car and just sitting in that car to listen to music. Let me start with the backstory first. It is actually amazing. If you don't know about Claude Code, that was a tool which was launched by Anthropic a few months back, which was specifically designed for developers, where developers can use Claude Code to actually build tools, build apps, and write code in their existing code bases. And developers started using it for everything, not just writing code, doing research, writing analysis, and processing data for files. They were throwing all kind of work at it. And Anthropic, the company behind Claude, actually noticed this and started working on Cowork, and then released Cowork. And the team actually used Claude Code to build Cowork in just 10 days. In plain simple language, if I want to tell you what Claude and Claude Cowork is, Claude Chat is a smart colleague that sits across you in a video call. Whenever you ask your colleague some question, it will answer you, but it can't actually do any work for you. Cowork is like a colleague who sits next to you. If you have any doubt, if you have any questions, if you don't know how to do something, the colleague will come to your desk and actually help you out doing that thing. You describe some task, it has access to your docs, your files, your memory, your context and everything, and it does the work for you. One thing that actually makes it different from other LMs or other tools is that when you give Cowork a task and it is a big task, it will split into multiple sub-agents, and each sub-agent will own something smaller, and Cowork will then combine all the tasks and give you the final result. The same task would have taken you 20 minutes if you were just chatting with Claude, but now Cowork can run parallel agents for you and it will be done in like 5 minutes. And also no back and forth in just one go. You just describe the outcome that you need and it's done. That's Cowork for you. It's an intelligent employee for you. It does the work for you. It is Claude but with hands, which can actually do things for you. Now I'll show you the 5 things inside Claude Cowork that actually make things work. The first one is scheduled task. This is the most interesting one, and it will change how you do things every day. And the idea is very simple. You write a task once and you just schedule it. You can schedule it to run daily, weekly, hourly, like whatever you want. And that's it. Once you schedule it, it will do that every day. That means you need to keep your desktop open with the Claude app working on it. Think about things that you do on a weekly basis, like compiling a client report, pulling numbers from a spreadsheet, checking what content is trending in your space, writing a morning brief, or sorting files that have piled up. You have been doing this manually, but not anymore. Now Cowork can do this for you. For example, I make content around AI, tech, and whatever is going on in this space. So I need a daily brief on it. So what I've done is I've created a scheduled task for me, which is daily AI updates. So for example, it ran today. What it does is it goes through the web, it goes through all the articles and whatever has happened in the last 24 hours. It gives me a summary of whatever things have happened. I can even add more tasks to it, but this is the basic task that it does for me. For example, as you can see, all the new launches and product announcements that happened yesterday, all the fundings and VC news that came, and I even asked it to tell me about the controversies and concerns which are happening in the tech space right now. It also tells me about the broader trends that are going on in the market right now. And it also gives me all the sources that it has. And it will run this task daily at 9 a.m. But there is a catch in this. As you can see, scheduled tasks only run while your computer is awake. And to keep it awake, you have to click this button. If you just turn it on, then the scheduled tasks will not run on time. How you can create a scheduled task? You just have to click on new, add whatever task it is. I'll say, I wanted to check all my emails, check emails, summarize my calendar and inbox for the day. I'll just use this, summarize my calendar and email for the day, check my Google calendar and inbox, a priority list of all the tasks that I need to do today and the previous day. There's no project that I wanted to work on. I have asked it to ask for approvals, and we will use Claude Sonnet 4.6 because if you use Opus, all our credits will be gone. Frequency will be daily and we just need to save. But let's check it once now. I've clicked on run. It started running. We'll go here. It is reading the skills that it needs to do something. I've already added connectors for Gmail, Google Calendar, Stitch, etc. etc. It can go through my emails and it can actually summarize it for me. I think I've not added. Let's do it. Click here. I've given the access. I'll also connect my Google Calendar. So as you can see, I've done it. Now it's connected. It says Google Calendar and Gmail connected. Now done. It should do the work for me. There is also a shortcut if you are already inside a task. For example, you take a lot of screenshots and you want to schedule a task for it. Let's do it too while this is running. What you can do is you can create a new task. Organize my desktop folder. I want to summarize it by file type. What should happen to the folder already on the desktop? Leave them as it is. I'll allow it access. So it is going through my desktop and it will do it. Also, I can do schedule. Click on this. So /schedule is a shortcut when you are already in a task, when you have already created a chart. When you do /schedule, it will give you a form, you answer those questions and it will schedule this task for you. For example, I want to organize this every week. So I can just do schedule, I'll enter it. So it has organized my desktop in screenshots, screen recordings, videos, images, etc. I think I added schedule. You can just do /schedule. And so since you did not specify a schedule, I would suggest running this every Sunday at 9 a.m. to keep your desktop tidy automatically. Does this work for you? I think yes. Yes, it works for me. So it already understood that doing this daily doesn't make sense. So it created a scheduled task for me for every Sunday. And that's it. It will create a task for me. There are 3 things that you need to keep in mind when you are using schedule. This only works on your laptop if you have your app open. If you want anything to run at night or at a particular time, you should keep your laptop connected to a power source and turn off the sleep mode. It's all set. As you can see, we'll go to our scheduled and you'll see desktop organizer every Sunday at 9 a.m. Second thing, every time a Claude schedule session runs, it uses your daily usage. So don't schedule tasks for every hour or every day when you think it won't be used that much. If you are at a $20 per month plan, there are limited tokens for you and you need to use these tokens properly. You should use these tokens judiciously. Third one is, before scheduling anything, you need to run it yourself. Do it manually first. See if it actually works or not, and then add step-by-step instructions in the schedule section so that it works seamlessly and there are no issues. The second one is dispatch, and this actually surprised me because you know the feeling when you are out for a date or a dinner or you're watching an IPL match, you went out with your friends or family and then you realize you need to check something, you need to do something on your PC or on your laptop, but you don't have it. Now you can do it using Cowork and your phone. In one line, your phone becomes the remote control for your desktop. So once you open your phone, and open Claude, what you can do is you can click here and go to dispatch, and you will see it online. So now you can give dispatch some task and it will complete that particular task. So one of the examples is I created a document which I want to send to my co-founder, but I actually have that document on my laptop but not on my phone or drive anywhere. What I can do is I can just ask Claude to send that to my chat and then I can actually access it. The only thing is you need to give clear instructions so that Claude doesn't like go anywhere it wants, because you are giving Claude access to your like file system, you're giving access to internet, you're giving access to multiple other things as well. So you need to take care about this. So what we will do is, there is a file in my downloads folder with name like tangent ... something. Just get the most recent file and share it with me on this chat, and done. Now Cowork will understand what I want. It will think what all tools it need to use and then use those tools to find that file and send it to me on this chat. Now it had just shared me the file which I got on 17th, and this is the most recent file that I got. If you remember the exact name, then it will be even better, and I can even open this file now. And yeah, it's super easy. If you don't exactly remember the name of the file, you can do this. It will get the name of the files and you can do so many things using dispatch. It shared all the files that are there from 19th April to 26th April. And I can just ask for any of these files and it will share it to me. You need your phone which has the Claude app downloaded, and you should have a $20 per month pro subscription. Otherwise you can't use Cowork or dispatch. Then you just need to go to your settings. Here you will find Claude Cowork. You just need to turn this on. Dispatch, it's currently in beta. Once you do this, then you will have to go back to your phone and click on dispatch inside your phone. Then you need to come back here. You'll see an option to scan a QR code. Go to your phone, click on dispatch and just scan that QR code and your phone will be connected. That is just a one-time setup. It doesn't take more than like 5 minutes. Now there are a few things that you need to notice. First of all, your laptop or your PC needs to be awake so that all the scheduled tasks, if you want to dispatch anything, you can only dispatch if your laptop is awake. So if you're planning to use dispatch, make sure your sleep settings are like turned off and your laptop doesn't turn off after 30 minutes, 1 hour, like anything. Second thing, dispatch runs in a one continuous thread. For example, as you can see, there is a one continuous thread. Unlike regular Claude, it will not start a new conversation. It will have the context of the previous conversations that you have done using dispatch. Last but most important, if you are asking dispatch to do something, as it has access to a lot of your files and lot of your systems, don't be vague. Give it step-by-step instructions to do the thing that you want. If you keep it vague, then there are possibilities that Cowork can go left, right, center. The task you actually want to do will not get completed. So there are 3 rules that you should follow when you are using it. Never give Claude access to sensitive apps. Like, don't ask it to check anything which is related to finance, healthcare or banking. Anything with personal financial information. Be specific with your prompts. More vague you are, more chances of the computer used to do something which you did not intend to. So give a set of instructions so that it can do everything properly. For the first few times, watch it work. As I was actually seeing what it is thinking, what it is doing, do the same. Because once you use dispatch, you do not have actual access to your laptop in front of you and it can go anywhere. Once you have verified everything that it is actually doing the things that you are asking it to do, then you can sit back and relax. Also in the settings, turn on the always ask permission for everything. As you must have seen, when we were trying to actually upload the video, it was asking for permission for everything, to actually go to a particular website or click on a particular folder or actually get access to that folder so that we can upload things. I've given it access to do all the actions in my browser. Also, that is how you enable dispatch. Before you actually use it, there are 3 things that you should know about dispatch. First one is your computer has to be awake. It is similar to scheduled task. If your computer is not awake and it does not have access to all the files and folders and things, it will not be able to do anything for you. If you actually plan to dispatch tasks, you need to keep your laptop plugged in similar to scheduled tasks, and your Claude app should be open. The next is dispatch actually runs on a single thread. It's like a continuous chat that you have, as you can see on my screen. Whenever you give it a task, it will have all the access to the previous conversation, but it actually starts a new chat in Cowork to do that work. So it is a one continuous thread that goes on. As you can see on my screen, there is a dispatch task and it is continuing that previous task which I had given it. Everything you have sent, every task that it has done is in a continuous single stream. And also, the more vague your instructions are, the chances are that it will do something else which you actually did not intend to do. So give it particular task. Like this time I actually gave it the name of the file. When I was trying it earlier, I did not actually give it name of my file and the place from where it needs to do the task. The third feature is sub-agents. What does it do? What does it mean? What sub-agents are, we'll be talking about that now. This actually changes everything and how you actually think about AI. For example, when you actually use Claude in general, there is only a single chat and it does the things for you. It does not actually create an agent for you which does a particular task. But when you are using Claude Cowork, it can run multiple sub-agents inside itself to do different tasks and all of them will run parallelly. When I am giving any task to Claude Cowork, it will start multiple sub-agents and each set of sub-instructions will run inside a sub-agent. Once the task is complete, Claude Cowork will combine everything and give the output. For example, you want to research about 6 different topics and you want to compare everything. What you can do is you can ask Claude Cowork to do that for you. It will decide whether it wants to run 6 sub-agents or not, but if the task is very big, it will actually do that and run 6 different operations at the same time parallelly. But there is an issue. Sub-agents are powerful, but they are hungry. They will eat your token usage. So if you actually need something fast, use sub-agents and ask Claude to actually run multiple sub-agents, but do this judiciously. If you don't do it, then you'll be out of tokens in no time. Because think of it, you are just running multiple Claude sessions simultaneously. So each Claude session is taking up your session usage and that is the issue. So treat sub-agents as you would treat express delivery. Whenever you do express delivery, you have to pay extra for it. If you actually want to use extra tokens for a particular task, then ask it to run parallelly. Don't run parallel execution for anything random. If you can wait for something, wait for it and let Claude work on its own. If you actually can't wait, then do it. Ask Claude to run multiple parallel agents. Now come to the fourth part, which is your slash commands and your plugins. This is a gear change. Everything till now is how actually Cowork works. What are the different features, how you can trigger things from your phone, how can you schedule tasks, how sub-agents are actually created. But now there are some things that you can actually use to give superpowers to your Claude Cowork. That is plugins and slash commands. Once you click on new chat and click slash, these are all the slash commands that you get. These are from the plugins that I have added and all the skills that I have created. So everything that we have learned is we have given a particular task and Claude does it for us. But when you use plugins, there are already a set of instructions and skills which are given to Claude and it has some specializations for that particular thing. So it knows everything about a particular thing that you want to do. Consider plugin as a whole workspace. If you don't know about skills, I've talked about skills earlier, but skill is a set of instructions for a particular task. As you can see, there is a canvas design skill, there is a web artifact skill, and there are multiple other skills as well. I've created my own skills too, and you can download skills from anywhere. Once you click on this, you will find it is mostly a .md file with a set of instructions and how you have to do something. Plugin is an entire workspace, skills bundled together, app connectors included, and a defined sequence of instructions. Everything packaged into a single thing which you can trigger using a simple command. A single command and Claude runs everything from end to end using just one single command for you. A simple example is whenever you create a YouTube video, you need multiple posts for it, a LinkedIn post, a description for the video. If you want to share it on Instagram, then that, a community post. You can create it separately, but what you can do is you can actually create a plugin for it. Once you use that plugin, it will go through the video, analyze the video, create a transcript, and using that transcript, it will turn that transcript into different types of posts. A Twitter thread, maybe a community post, a LinkedIn post, etc., etc. So for example, I need a short description, a Twitter thread and a LinkedIn post. These are 3 different tasks that I need to do, and each task will anywhere take 10 minutes from me. But if I create a plugin for this, then Claude will automatically do it with a set of instructions that I've created. With a content repurposing plugin, what you can do is you can paste your YouTube link and it will just turn that into the 3 things that I talked about. Here is a detail inside plugin which most of the people miss, which is when you run a plugin, it will create a form and ask a few questions from you. Once you answer those questions, then it will perform that task. And the slash commands make everything very instant. For example, as I showed you, here are all the slash commands that I've created. There is a content strategy command, there is context, Figma UI designer, free tool, etc, etc. These are all the slash commands that I've created. There are multiple marketing skills as well that I've added. And there are other set of instructions also. And there are currently 11 plugins which are given by Anthropic themselves. As you can see, once you click on add, click on plugin, manage plugin, click on add on plugin, you will find brand voice, design, data, bio research, PDF viewer, etc, etc. These are all the plugins which are created by Anthropic themselves. You can even add your own plugin by just clicking on this. So for example, I added this marketing skill. This has all the skills that I was showing you and I uploaded it manually. You can also do the same. What you can do is click on add marketplace, and once you do that, you just need to add the URL from the GitHub repo that you have and it will add all the skills it has and like convert it into a plugin. I don't recommend doing this as even Claude does not, because people can add malicious prompts inside your skills. So only use trusted sources. Don't randomly add multiple skills or multiple plugins from any place. But the real power is building your own plugin. What you can do is click here, click on plugins, manage plugins. And here you can see personal plugins. What you can do is click here and create a plugin. Create with Claude, and you can create your own plugin. For example, help me create a new Cowork plugin. I'll do enter. I'll create the one that I was talking about. It will ask me a few questions. I want to do a workflow automation. This will be used just by me. I want to build a content LinkedIn post, Twitter thread, and creates video. Next. No external tools required, and done. So as you can see, Claude interviewed me. It created a task. So transcripts are not directly available, so we can just do this. Professionally polished, and done. I can even add project to this, which has my talking style and my writing style, and it will use that. Once this is done, you can actually share it with your team and the community, and yeah, your plugin is ready. And it is that simple. Now, the last one is computer use. What it does is it can get access to everything on your computer. So it is very dangerous, but it is very useful as well. As I was showing you on Dispatch, when I want something to be done on my desktop, I need it to have computer use. And to have computer use and browser use, you need to first you need to add the Anthropic's Chrome extension so that it can control your browser. How you can do that is click here, go to Chrome extensions, go to Chrome Web Store. So go to Chrome Web Store, search for Claude. You'll find Claude here. This is by Anthropic. Use this only. I've already added. So this is how you can add it. And once you do it, it looks something like this. You need to log in every time you use it, so it logs out because it is currently in beta. But this gives Claude access to your browser and it can search things for you, it can automate things for you, it can understand the website for you, and it can do a lot of things for you. So whenever you give Claude some tasks, if it has direct MCP or access to a particular tool, it will use that. But in some cases, for few apps, there is no MCP or no access, then it can directly use your desktop to understand what the app is doing and like click on buttons, do certain tasks for you. And you can even use Dispatch and computer use together to do things when you are not there on your desktop physically and you want to do things remotely. So it has created the plugin for us. We can actually save this plugin. It has created a skill. We can update the skill. We can even add more details to this so that the output is even better. Computer use does is it looks at your screen, does everything, clicks on things, figures out what it needs to do. If it wants to search something, it uses your Chrome extension to do that and then gives output for you. For example, in the last example I gave you, I asked it to upload a file and it was going to do that. It opened Drive for me using the extension. It asked for permissions on Dispatch app directly, and it was able to upload it using computer use to actually find that file, and then using Chrome extension to upload that file. So the priority order is if there is a connector directly available, it uses that connector, and then if the connector is not available for a particular app, then it will try to use computer use to understand that the flow of that particular app. So if you want to edit a video, if you want to use Canva, you can use computer use to run things for you, and you can just sit back and relax. Where people are using Claude browser extension to create designs on Figma or create designs on Canva, and you can do that too. So how you can enable it? When you click on Dispatch, you will see computer use here, and I have given access to computer use. You can change it as well. But once you do this, it will have access to everything. Unlike everything else in Cowork, where everything works in a protected environment, once you use computer use, it actually operates on your PC. So it has access to all the files, all the apps, everything. So never give it access, which means if anything goes wrong, it goes wrong on your real device. So there are 3 rules that you should follow when you are using it. Never give Claude access to sensitive apps. Like, don't ask it to check anything which is related to finance, healthcare, or banking. Anything with personal financial information. Be specific with your prompts. More vague you are, more chances of the computer used to do something which you did not intend to. So give a set of instructions so that it can do everything properly. For the first few times, watch it work. As I was actually seeing what it is thinking, what it is doing, do the same. Because once you use Dispatch, you do not have actual access to your laptop in front of you, and it can go anywhere. Once you have verified everything that it is actually doing the things that you're asking it to do, then you can sit back and relax. Also in the settings, turn on the always ask permission for everything. So whenever you use Dispatch as well, it will actually ask for permission to do anything. As you must have seen, when we were trying to actually upload the video, it was asking for permission for everything, to actually go to a particular website or click on a particular folder or actually get access to that folder so that we can upload things. So yeah, that was it. These were the 5 things that will make you better at using Cowork. If there are any questions or anything I might have missed, do let me know in the comment section so that I can improve it and I can make better videos for you. So thank you so much for watching this video. Do like this video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.